It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Teachers in Transit. I wonder how long until I remember or not remember which episode this is. Anyway, welcome to E3. This is Hedrick Nichols, and I hope you like and subscribe and do all that stuff because every week I'm here to tell you, especially if you are in the classroom or thinking about leaving the classroom, how you can bridge over to other things. Because, honey, teacher skills travel. Last week we talked a little about building connections, going through the people who are not in your classroom or on your campus, and finding people who you enjoy interacting with who may do the same things. You can find those people on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. There are teachers doing wonderful things, and you can be a part of those. So after building connections, I want to talk to you a little bit about building a bridge, because one thing I did mention, but I want to emphasize, is that I wasn't leaving the classroom when I started doing things beyond the classroom. You may not be thinking of leaving. You may want a little extra income. You may want to have something that you can rely on in case your school downsizes, closes. These economic times are trying. So that's the thing. What can you do? What can you take that you already do, and where can you move it to so that it can make you income, give you credibility beyond the classroom, and build a bridge to a possible leaving? So your exit strategy is not, okay, I'm ready to quit, I'm done. It's, how can I make a little something extra, something that feeds my soul? And how can I use that to perhaps pay off a house, pay off student debt, buy the kid a new bike, all of those wonderful things that sometimes, how about buy groceries? Because let's be real, the prices are astronomical these days. So this time I want to talk a little about things that you can do right now that will earn extra money, that will build your credibility as somebody who is not just in charge of your kids, but somebody who really has something of value to offer. And that is every teacher in any classroom everywhere, K-12, K-16, all of us. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is writing, just because I am a writer. I'm an English lover. I'm a grammar lover. And I started by finding out that all of my friends were writing these books. And I thought, when I say all of my friends, what I mean was I was on Twitter, now X, in the heyday of teacher Twitter. This was pre-COVID. And everybody was there talking about all these great things they were doing. And I had never considered that people were doing things, that people were bridging from teaching in the classroom or administrating on a campus to things outside of the classroom. So once I saw that, I thought, I want to do that. I wonder how. And I built the connections and started doing things. The first things I noticed were Edutopia, Medium, and Edweek. Those are 3 publications that I would highly recommend if you enjoy writing. Try them out. It's easily, I know Edutopia's process because I'm an Edutopia writer, have been for years, love them. They have a Write For Us page, for example. And I'm sure if you put in Edweek pitch or Medium pitch, or hey, how about New York Times pitch? If you do all of those things, you can still find out how you can submit an article. Maybe you don't want to go that big. You can ask someone who you know who writes a blog. If you can co-author a blog, I'm one of those. I'll take one. After that, you can shape your writing according to, they have different focuses. So find out what their focus, read the articles that are there, and then see what you're doing in your classroom that somebody is dying to know, because a lot of us have all of these wonderful things that we're doing in our classrooms, and only our 30 kids or our 886 kids get to profit. So see what you can find as far as writing. And then from that, we'll talk about books a little later. The other thing you can do is Teachers Pay Teachers. It is a very low stakes place to take your activities, your lesson plans that you are already writing, and put those into a form, look and see what other people are offering, and then build that form so that you can actually start to sell your own things. Because even though they're there for you, they're there so you can show your campus leader that you have lesson plans. You can also sell those to other teachers who are maybe struggling with coming up with ideas. And sometimes everybody needs a little help. And it's a way to help teachers and to also build your credibility beyond the classroom, build your skill set beyond the classroom. The last thing I want to talk about is selling on Amazon. KDP is one of the ways you can actually put let's say you have a whole list of activities that you want to put into an ebook form. It'll walk you through it. And now with AI, it's easier than ever to format things, put them together, or on Canva. You can actually mix AI and Canva, format an ebook, and even sell your ebook, even if it's $15 a month that you're earning. It still at least take care of your coffee bill, right? So those are 3 ideas. I'll go into some more next week where we talk a little bit about things you can do with vetting textbooks, even getting into politics. And yes, I will talk about that one. It's always been something near to my heart, having people who know what's going on in the classroom, deciding what's going on in the classroom. But we'll talk about those next week, which is kind of going to be kind of a part 2 of this episode. All right. So see you for E4 next week. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.